Okay, class. This week, what we're going to do is we're going to use Inventor to do a little bit of threads and screws and bolts and such as that. It's not going to be difficult kind of work. It's just I want to expose you to the Inventor side of fasteners, because everything we've been doing so far has just been 2D in AutoCAD. I want to show you, there's a couple of three different methods of dealing with fasteners and things in Inventor. One is you can download a fastener from McMaster-Carr or Fastenal or some of the other catalog places. There's lots of different types of files that you can download. This one, I believe, came from McMaster-Carr, and it was an STL file. And when I bring it into Inventor, it becomes an assembly. And before you place it into your assembly, you want to shrink wrap this using this command right here to make it a single part file. If you'll notice, there's a lot of detail in the creation of the threads. The only problem I see is that the way they end the thread up against the fastener head is not realistic. It just won't happen that way. Okay, but it's a lot easier than creating your own all your own fasteners. It's a standard stock part, so a lot of times you can just download them. Inventor also, sometimes you can get a catalog, a database, if you will, of fasteners and parts and things from Inventor and use those, but they're not going to be detailed like this. Okay, let's see, is this one I want? Yes. In Inventor, if you use their catalog part, it will have a cosmetic thread applied to it. And the same thing up here, if you apply a thread feature to a part, it's cosmetic. It does not really cut the threads into it, because if you look at it, you can see it's just cosmetic. All it is a bitmap. Okay. How do we do that? Let me come up here and delete that thread, and I'll show you. So we've got a cylinder of the appropriate size and diameter. So we go thread feature, and we want to put it on the cylinder. So I click that face. Do I want it full length? Usually not. Sometimes maybe. So I'll say no. Length. I'm going to go ahead and say 2 inches. The offset will be to start from the start point. So if I make my offset 0.5, you can see here it shifted the start of the threads up 1/2 of an inch. It's kind of unusual to use that, but sometimes you will. Not in a standard bolt type fastener, but in some other special thing. Now we want to go to the specification tab, and this is where we pick the type of thread that we have. The default on an ANSI drawing is to be an ANSI unified. You pull that down, you've got all your different types there. ANSI metrics, ISOs, inch tapping threads, forming threads, PVC pipe threads. You got all kinds of stuff. Okay. The size, it will default to the size of whatever your cylinder is here. Okay. So I have a 1-inch cylinder, so it pulls in a 1-inch diameter thread pattern. If I don't want to use the UNC, it gives me all the other choices here that I may want. Class of fit, right hand, left hand thread. And that's how you do it. It's quick and easy, and it's fine if all you need is simplified or simplified representation in your drawings, because it will give you the dashed hidden lines. If you actually need threads in your part, then you have to either download one from McMaster-Carr and use it. Hopefully it works right, or you create one. And this is one that I created this afternoon, and I'm going to do a video showing you how to do it and put it together. So we actually create the threads, and let me flip it up here. If you remember from your AutoCAD, the last thread is at an angle. Okay, And one detail that a lot of these stock parts won't pick up on is that the last couple of threads are not fully formed. That's why when we say a thread length of 2 inches, you're going to have 2 inches plus a little bit extra. Okay, because the last few threads are not fully formed, and that's because of the die, the cutter that they use to create the threads with, won't go all the way up to the end of the part. Okay, so that's just kind of a quick overview of some different ways of dealing with threads in Inventor. Holes, if you have holes, are the same way. You put a hole in something, and when you create the hole, you can create the threads at the same time. Or you create a hole, and then you come back later and apply the thread feature to the hole also. So that'll be the end of this one. Next video, we'll get into how to actually make this bolt.